श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथार्यः कवितार्किककेसरी वेदान्ताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्ताम् सदा हृदि स्वादयन्निह सर्वेषाम् त्रय्यन्तार्थम् सुदुर्ग्रहम् स्तोत्रयामास योगीन्द्रः तम् वन्दे यामुनाह्वयम् नमो नमो यामुनाय यामुनाय नमो नमः नमो नमो यामुनाय यामुनाय नमो नमः यत्पदाम्भोरुहध्यान विध्वस्ताशेषकल्मषः वस्तुतामुपयातोऽहम् यामुनेयम् नमामि तम्
श्रीमत्कृष्ण समाह्वाय नमो यामुनसूनवे यत्कटाक्ष एकलक्ष्याणाम् सुलभः श्रीधरः सदा नमः यामुन पाद अब्ज रेणुभिः पावित आत्मने विदित अखिल वेद्याय गुरवे विदित आत्मने नमः अचिन्त्य अद्भुत अक्लिष्ट ज्ञान वैराग्य राशये नाथाय मुनये अगाध भगवत भक्ति सिंधवे यस्यास्मि यस्यास्मि. Now this is what I explained it as tava asmi. Tava asmi cha yachate. Charama shloka of Sri Ramavatara, namely. So I am whose. Yasya whose, W-H-O-S-E. Asmi I am. A-M. Asmi means A-M. Meaning I am. That is the individual soul belongs to the Lord. There is no one else. There is no one else. So I am the slave. So Yasya Asmi meaning I belong to you means I am your property, okay. But property must be used. You should be useful. Property must be useful. Otherwise, what is the use of property? Owning a property. So we have to use this individual soul. He has to use the individual soul as his servant. So he must give us grant the freedom of doing service. That is why it's doing it. Again we have to request him. Again we have to appeal to him. Again we have to beg him. Then we say Tadbhrityaha. So I am your servant. You are called a servant when you serve. When you just receive the salary and do not serve, how can you be called a servant? So Tadbhrityaha. Bhrityaha, I told you earlier, porter, carrying the burden of the Lord, say, the Lord's burden. How to carry the Lord's burden? Very difficult, but carrying the burden of the Lord is to just relieve him from the trouble of managing the world in a little way, in our own little way. How do you do it? That means you guide other people to become so much devoted as a servant to the Lord. You make others also servants. So if many servants are there, scores of servants are there, then it's very easy for him to carry out the activities of the world. So they were required for you, to you, Tadbhritya. Atishayate vilaithu. You must make him surprised. You must give him a pleasant shock. How? By serving. In all kinds of service. Whatever service you can imagine. You have to make him rather feel the wonder that we are good servants, rather best servants. Comparatively, you and I can compete with each other, doing better service than each other. That's it. Now, for example, when we go to a temple or even at home, so we have elders. So when the elders are ready to do aradhanam, puja, then collection of materials, in the collection of materials we can help. And timely help must be given. It is not a delayed help, but it's a timely help is given. The Lord is pleased, and the elderly people are also pleased at home. Suppose a young man does the aradhana. I heard a family where a young person, I think as young as a teenage person, he was in Delhi. His name is Prasad, and I came to know about him. And his mother was saying he was doing aradhanam at the young age. And after going to the IT job, now he doesn't find time for doing aradhanam. So what we say is, in the young age, suppose a young person is engaged in doing aradhanam at home, the elderly people also should help. Like, for example, mother, father, namely parents, and also brothers and sisters who are elder to him. At least, for example, when few brothers are there, so only one of the brothers can do, rather young brother can do aradhanam. The other brothers, the elder brothers can help. Sisters can help. Wife can help. So even other elders can help. In that way, what happens is the whole family is engaged. So when you go to temple again, you take the responsibility of doing service. For example, one of my colleagues from the college, physics professor, a doctorate, and he belongs to Nadadu Rammal Vamsha, the very great Vamsha. And he used to serve the Lord by taking all the what you call the vessels, instruments as vessels. For example, you have to burn camphor in a particular spoon, like the Uddharini, we say, or Dubakal, we say, for making incense burn. So you have to agarbatti sticks. So you take every what you call them silver metal instrument to hand over to the Bhattacharya. That's all. Just hand over everything. Any assistant to a Bhattacharya will be lighting a lamp, for example, multi-lamp instrument. So you have 10, 15, 20 lamps in one. So you have to add a wick, burn it with fire, and then add oil there, and then give it to the archaka. So he is getting ready everything. Within a few minutes, the aradhana will be over. Otherwise, it will take a long time if the Bhattacharya as a single man himself does it. Therefore, we have to extend to him the help. So that is where we say, when we daily do it regularly, then Lord is surprised. Oh, this man is coming daily. So Sarupam Perum Sambandhate. So what happens is, what is our duty? That is Swarupam. Swarupam is beautiful person has got a form, and that is called Swarupam. If we do it, we have got Swarupam. If we don't do it, we are not having the right form. Swarupam. So Perum Sambandhate. So you establish your relationship with the God in some way or other by doing service. Swarupam Perum Sambandhate Udayan Ende. Now, we must belong to God. When we belong to God, we must be servants. When we are servants, we have to do the service. So, adinale, Devarikku Bharaniyan ennudam. So, what happens in turn, he has to take care of us. He has the burden of taking care of us. So, Devarikku Bharaniyan. Bharam is bharam, weight. Tamil we say bharam, weight. And Bharaniyaha is we must be protected. We must be born, B-O-R-N-E. We must be born. We must be carried so that we are happy. So Tava Parijanaha. Therefore, whatever be the service, we have to do it earlier than expected. When Lord expects your service or our service, then say, so we must go around the Lord. We must go around the Lord. Pari is around. We have to find out what service is missing, what service is immediately required. It is urgent. It is emergency that we have to do it. Therefore, you have to get prepared to do that. This is practical. This is practical. Parijanaha, a man around us. So a man who is close to us, in proximity, and who is around us. Parijanaha. That means servant. There are 81 words in Sanskrit for servant. 323. Atmadasyam. Now, we must also submit the soul. The soul also should be servant. Though we physically we do with the shariram, the body, so Atmadasyam, our soul also should feel as a slave to the Lord. It is not a question of doing what we call indifferently with the physical limbs. My hand works, my leg works, all my limbs work, all my sense organs work, but I'm not resubmitting my soul. That is bad. So Atmadasyam is you submit your soul also, rather resubmit your soul because you have stolen it from him. That means we have been thieves in stealing our soul from him. So you call it now my body, my soul. It is not my body, neither my body, nor my soul. So in every atom of our body is there present, and therefore this is not my body, and this is not my soul. So Atmadasya. And again, we must not put conditions. We should not expect anything from our service. So Nirupadhika Dasa Bhuta. I served you for a long time, 1 hour, 1 day, 1 year, 10 decades. And why don't you offer me, why don't you grant me some boon? Why don't you bless me with something in this world? For example, let me get married, let me have children, again let me have grandchildren, I must have own house. So all these things we appeal. So we are asking for something in return. You must not impose any condition on your slavery. So Nirupadhika Dasa Bhuta. You have become the servant willingly, and now you say, I want this, I want that. Put a demand list. No. So Nirupadhika, without condition, Dasa Bhuta. So 18. Dasa Bhutaha Satas Sarve Hi Atmanah Paramatmanah. It is natural that all the individual souls created by the Lord have already become, without our own willingness, have become slaves by themselves. Swataha, naturally, Swataha, Sarve Dasabhutaha, all are slaves, including the Atma, not only body but also the soul, Atmanaha, for whom? Paramatmana, of the Supreme Soul. So Paramatmanaha is singular Ekavachanam Shakti Vibhakti, is the genitive case, and Atmanaha is Bahuvachanam Prathama Vibhakti, the nominative case. So you can easily, because why I tell you this is, there may be some difference of understanding while we see Manaha and Manaha, Atmanaha and Paramatmanaha. So here singular, he is a singular soul, unique soul. And that is given in Tamil. So 28, Aham Sarvam Karishya. This is a statement, as you know, by Lakshmana in Ramayana. Swapatascha jagradascha te. That is the next quarter. Aham sarvam karishyami. I shall do everything. I will make your life in the forest very convenient. This is what Lakshmana assured Rama. And Rama refused to take both Sita and Lakshmana to the forest because the boon did not say the name of Lakshmana and name of Sita while Kaikeyi asked Dasharatha. Therefore, there is no precondition that these two must accompany him to the forest. But Sita and Lakshmana wanted to come with Rama, go with Rama into the forest. And there are many reasons given by Rama to avoid them both. And he gave a lot of advice to Sita and Lakshmana. Lakshmana and Sita should take care of the parents, the in-laws for Sita, and father and mothers for Lakshmana, and so on. But they refused. And Lakshmana assured this way, I will do everything for you. Aham sarvam karishyami. How? When you are sleeping and when you are awake. Swapatascha, when you are sleeping. Jagratascha, when you are awake. So that means 24/7, 14 years, I will not take food. He has not taken food at all. He did not say I will not take food, but he did not take food. And therefore, 14 years he remained hungry, rather not hungry, actually remained without food. And that such a person can kill Indrajit. Otherwise, Indrajit cannot be won. That was the condition. And therefore, he remained empty stomach. So, aham sarvam karishyami. Iti sarva kainkaryatikkum arhan. So, I am fit for all kinds of service. Sarva kainkaryatikkum arhan. I am fit for all service. Swadgatihi devare prapya bhutar endirikire. We already saw the word gatihi tvam. You are the destination, you are the goal. And you are to be attained, you are to be obtained, you are the final destination. So, prapyam parikki, prapya bhutan endirikire. So, how to reach you? What is the way to reach you? Aham prapannascha. Since I am doing Sharanagati, so aham prapannaha. Prapannaha is one who has done prapatti. So prapattim kritavan prapannaha. So prapannaha, one who has fallen down, prostrated to the divine feet of the Lord. So now I want to reach you. So when I want to reach you, you are the means, you are the methodology, you are the strategy, you are the way, you are the road. And adhyavasikire, I decide. Adhyavasayam is I am firm in my resolve. I am stern in my decision. It is called Adhyavasayam. Adhyavasayam is what we call Herculean efforts, Himalayan efforts. So I am doing a lot of efforts, and I confirm my idea, namely thinking that you are my upayaha, the instrument to reach you. You are the instrument to reach you. You are reachable. Evam sati, when this is so, evam sati, this is what you call sati expression in Sanskrit. Sati meaning, sati is what you call saptami vibhakti, edam vetrami. It's called Sati Saptami, and it's called, this is what we call locative case. Sati is locative case. We have to translate with the word when. When this is so. Evam this, Sati so. When this is so. They were Sarvavida Bandhuvamai. We saw a lot of relationship in the previous page. Again, I need not remind you at all. So, Pitatvam, Matatvam, and so on. So, Sarvabhida Bandhuva, you are all kinds of relationships. You can consider any type of relationship, but you must be very dear to him. That's all. You must love him. Again, another point is there. Non-ananyagatimana pin. Now, again, this was stressed by me many times, in many forums. Namely, suppose we have another way to escape or another protector to save us. Shall we go? That's the question. There is there is impossibility of another protector's availability, and therefore I have no other way. I have no other way. I have no other destination. I also appreciate Lord because He has all control over all the creation, all the time, in all places. Sarvagataha sthanuhu. Sarvagataha sthanuhu. So He is everywhere. He is able to control everything, everybody, every creation. And therefore, we have no other way except Lord. Ananyagati. Ananyagati anami. Pinbu. I have you as the only protector, but I understand it very late. And then after I understand it very late, belatedly, then I think of you, then I consider you as one of my any type of relatives. Then ahamapi. Akhrita yoktananam. I think the word, of course, this is new. Akhrita means you have not accepted me. Akhridaya Uktanananam, that also can be said. Yes. Akhridaya Uktanananam. I did not say it from my heart. I'm not sincere in this prayer. I am not sincere in Akhridaya Uktanananam. My heart doesn't agree to my words. I say orally something, but my heart doesn't agree. No, don't go to the God, don't go to the Sriman Narayana. You remain, think that you are the master of everything. Hridaya Uktam, the heart has said to you. Akhridaya Uktam, your heart had not said to you, had not told you. So Akhridaya Uktananam, that means even though I am insincere, even though I am unfaithful, even though I don't believe you fully in my heart of hearts. That is the meaning of the word api here. Api, even. So even I means I am the worst fellow in the whole world. I am not a good devotee, and so on. And then Tavaiva Bharot. But even then, I am your burden. You have to take care of the burden. So my burden is with you. My responsibility, my protection, namely the responsibility of my protection lies with you. I depend on you alone. Tava eva bharot. You are to carry my burden. You are to take care of me. Only you are to take care of me. There is no other God. Then how do you do it? How do I become burden to the Lord? Because I am ignorant. So you have to teach me. I am powerless. Therefore, you have to give me power. To reach you, that is, you are the destination. When I want to reach you, you must make me travel. You must make me tread the distance. So, Jnana Shakti Adi Ayam. Now, again, please remember all the 6 words which are the best qualities of the Lord. Jnana, Shakti, Viryam, Tejaha, Aishwaryam, Balam. These are the 6 qualities. These 6 qualities can be remembered now. So jnanam, I don't have jnanam. That means Brahma jnanam. I don't have. I don't have the God knowledge, spiritual knowledge. Therefore, I lack spiritual knowledge. I don't have power, powerless. Balam, I have no physical strength. I am old now. I am old now. Therefore, I am no power. So again, physical strength is not there. Mental power is not there. There is no producing power, medium. I have no effulgence, tejaha, brightness. Because I don't have knowledge, I have no brightness. And then I don't have leadership quality, Aishwaryam. I don't have wealth. I don't have any possession. So all this negative. So Jnana Shakti Adhanam, because I have I have not got all these 6 qualities, in order to reach you, Yankaryam Devarike Bharam. My work, my duty is your duty. That is, you have to make me knowledgeable, you have to make me powerful mentally, physically, and you must make me bright, you must make me a leader. A leader in the sense I can also guide others. As a leader, I can also take others to the Lord. And I can teach them prapatti, I can give them the concepts of Sharanagati. And therefore, that is how you make me leader also. So all this responsibility lies in you, and therefore, Bharam. So you have the what are onerous task. Onerous task. It's you are to bear the brunt, and therefore BRUNT, and therefore you have to keep my life intact. That is my life successful. Bharama here. Again, I told you, he is a controller in all places, Sarva Desha, Sarva Kala at all times, Sarva Avasthaigalilum, in all conditions. So we refer to our condition on generally our physical condition, childhood, youthhood, adulthood, and old age. And moneyless person, poor person, poverty, our poverty, our richness, and you say we belong to middle class family. How do you assess yourself as middle class family? I don't know. So you are a high class family or middle class family or low class family. So these are all some conditions. And Sarva Prakara in all methods. And you are the manager. So you are not the damager. You are the manager. Nirvakyana. He used to say in rule article 31 of the Indian Constitution, a religious minority or a linguistic minority can administer the institution, any educational institution. There is a constitutional rule like this in India, Article 31, and it says can administer. We say to all our managements, we said to the management when they go wrong, we say the Article 31 Constitution must be read like this. That is, you should not maladminister any educational institution. So this is what we advise as teachers, as professors. We shout, we protest, we strike, and then say to make the management realize that they have made some mistakes in management. So we don't want you to mismanage the institute. I don't know. I want to reveal the secret here. All the institutions, educational institutions. Let us not talk about the business institution, business concern. Educational institution. We have to uphold values. School or college, starting from primary school to the university, every management does what you call financial frauds in total daylight. In India, I can assure you, I can give you a certificate. I don't know about the USA. So all the educational institutions plunder the government. plunder the government, rob the public, and they are called education shops. Education shops. It's a mall. Mall in Hindi also meaning money. It's a big mall. You say in a big complex of shops is a big mall. Mall, Tamil mall is Thirumal. Thirumal is Lord Vishnu. He is also always avaricious about money. Mall is money. So we say in Tamil, mal vettungan சொல்லுவாங்க. Mal vettunga. அப்படின்னா you just give me bribe. That is the meaning of it. So Thirumal, Thiru itself is wealth. Thiru. So Thirumal will be what you call a very rich person. Lord Vishnu. So he is the manager. He is the manager. Nirvakyam. So we are to be managed, intelligently managed, because I told you, I gave you, I think, the Sanskrit words of Kali and snake in the Vishnu Puranam yesterday. Oh Lord, you created all things and you made me fall in the species of snakes. I am cruel by nature. It is your responsibility. You did it. How can I change my inner nature? That's what Kali and snake. I will always spit poison. I will kill people. This is the argument given by Kali and snake. So intelligently, the Lord has to apply his what we call acumen to manage all the individual souls, all the creations of the world. We went through Raghuvira Gadyam, otherwise called Mahavira Vaibhavam. The word Mahavira Vaibhavam is the title given by Swami Vedanta Deshika for his prose work. It's a prose work. We call it Raghuvira Gadyam. Gadyam is prose. And it is otherwise called Mahavira Vaibhavam. So the Phalashruti says, Putra Pautradi Shalini Namasita Sametaya Ramaya Grihametini. We expect the fruits that we must get children, we get children, then we must see our grandchildren, and then so that is why I salute Sita Rama. Namasita Sametaya Ramaya Grihame. Always two in one. So our principle of Shivaitma Sampradaya is to take the divine couple as one. Daivatam Dampati Naha Sistu. Daivatam Dampati. Following Sri Vedanta Deshika, Venkatadhari Swami of the village called Arashanipalai near Kanchipuram has composed many works, and one of them is very beautiful in both Shabda Alankara, the embellishment over the sound, as well as the Alankara, the beauty, figure of speech based on meaning. One example I want to give you. Vaibhavam is richness, what we call grandeur. Vaibhavam is grandeur of Lord. That is Vaibhavam. So Mahavira Vaibhavam. And he splits it as Vaibhavam. Why truly Bhavam, our life. So our life should be truly Vaibhavam. With what you call grandeur. Goddess Mahalakshmi will, because she is also rich, she is rich in grandeur, and then therefore he must make us our life Bhavam. Why truly Vaibhavam? Play on words, just a small 3-letter, 3-syllable word. Vaibhavam, 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 Vaibhavam. I'm just giving an example. So let us go to 16. Comment. So now, he claims some superiority. Yamunacharya claims some superiority. What is the superiority? I am born in a good family. I am born in a great family. Mahati Vamshe Aham Janitva. Had I been in a bad family, had I been born in a bad family, what would have happened? A mishap must have happened. A great danger would have faced me. I would have faced some great danger. So fortunately, not because I did meritorious acts in my previous births, but because elders of my family have given me the benefit of birth in this race. Mahati Vamshe Aham Janitva. So what is the greatness for? Greatness for the race is called Vamshathukku Mahattayavadu Mahatmakal Vandu Janikku. The great souls have born in the family, and therefore I am also born in the same family. So 324. Etadhi durlabhataram loke janma yat idrisham. Avvayar, a great Tamil poet, generally called Old Lady, has given many beautiful sentences. She has written a lot of work. And she says, Aridu Aridu Manidarai Pirattal Aridu. It is rare, it is seldom that we are born as human beings. Aridu Aridu Manidarai Pirattal Aridu. And again, we are not challenged in any way, physically challenged in any way, mentally challenged in any way. Therefore, Kun Kurudu Chavudu Yendru Pirakamal Irupadu Aridu. We are not born deaf, we are not born blind, we are not born dumb. So this is very rare. You see now handicapped generation, highly handicapped generation. I was discussing earlier with Keshav Das Swami this one. So why there is a lot of handicapped generation. That is because we don't follow the dharma. That's all. All of us are transgressing the rules of dharma. And therefore, so you have even here in Srirangam, last week I saw a young boy, a 6-year-old boy, and a 25-year-old boy, a youth. Both are mentally retarded. They belong to a good family. They belong to a good family. But still, both of them, why I say this negative information is, he says, Avvayar says again, that Manidarai Pirattal Aridu, again, when we are born very poor, that is also very bad. So we have to have silver spoon in our mouth when we are born. It is in English. So we have to be born with a silver spoon in the mouth. Rather, you can say gold spoon in our mouth. So when the mother feeds the child, she must use the gold spoon, or at least silver spoon. We must be born. So she says, Avvayar says, Kodumayilum Kodumai, Idamayil Varumai. It is very cruel to be born as a young person with all poverty. Idamayil Varumai. So again, I see some generations here in the families where they don't have any inclination to study. Young boys, young children, they don't have inclination to study. And added what we call fuel to the fire, the schools are closed. Still, the schools are not open. Still, children do not attend school. And because of the midday meal scheme announced by the government very long ago in Tamil Nadu, and that this policy is being followed as the best esteemed by other states of India. But in spite of it, no child goes to the school, and they are denied even one square meal a day. So these are all what we call practical difficulties that we face in the society, and therefore Yamunacharya feels actually, I can say, regret and for others, and whereas etaddi, this one, indeed, dullabhataram, very rare, loke, in this world, janma, the birth, yat which idrisham. I am able to follow Nathamuni, my grandfather, and therefore it is very fortunate. I am very fortunate, luckiest person in the world that I was born in this Nathamuni Vamsha, Nathamuni race. So, Yennum Vamshathile பிறந்து வைத்து அனர்த்தப்படா நின்றேன் என்கிறேன். There are two meanings for the word anartha. I am not in danger. I am not at risk, and I'm not poor. I'm not poor. Artha mani. So fortunately, I am taught by my elders, parents. Therefore, so I don't face any danger. Anarthapada danger. Nobody insults me because I am lacking some knowledge. Jagati Khyata Yashasam. So all those people, scholars born in my family, were known throughout the world. Bhumi Yellam Prasiddhamana Puhari Udayavargal. Today you say moon has sand and its climate may be convenient for living, and you say Mars has water. The planet Mars has water. Mars expedition has been done. 2 or 3 countries are competing with each other to go to Mars. And you can find, if we are so intelligent, we can find some living beings in those planets also. Now, this Earth surrounded by 4 oceans, Chatussagara, 4 Sagara ocean, Paryantam. So up to the limit of the ocean, that is beyond the ocean also, the Earth knows, that means the whole world knows the scholars in my family. Prasiddhamana Puhare Udeva. They are popular, they are famous, and they are known by all people. So, ye. Tigalum Tantirvarul Shade Valahattar Puhalum Puhal Tanad Kati Tandu. We'll see the quotation little later. Engirabadiye. Tigalum Tantirvarul. So the grace of the Lord on me is prominent to others. Everybody understands that I am lucky because I am blessed. So, Valahattar Puhalum Puhal. We understand that the whole world praises me, appreciates me. So, I spread my name, I spread my popularity, I spread my fame. And then Puhal Tanadu Katitam. Lord should show your fame, not we ourselves. We must not boast ourselves. And so Lord will show to the world that we are famous. So Engirabadiye, Bhagavat Vishayi Karatal, Vanda Puhal. So how did we get the fame? Because we have made ourselves an object of Lord, aim of the Lord, the goal of the Lord, and He has come near us, so that He blesses every time, everywhere, and in every condition. And therefore, since we have made Him object of reverence all the time, whatever subject matter we talk will be related to God. That is called Bhagavat Vishayi Kar. In whatever we say, words, when we say words, that should contain Lord's reference. One prose author, I think it is Venkatadhari, Vishwanath Shampu, he said, a story without the mention of God is useless. A story without the mention of God is useless. Then Suchinam. So how can we call the scholars in my family pure? Suchinam. Suchihi means purity. Suchinam. So a man is pure when he is not interested in smelling what you call an aroma, smelling an aroma in relation to objects other than God. Bhagavat Vyatirikta Vishayangalil, if there is no relationship with Lord Sriman Narayana, then the enjoyment which has a smell should not become what you call a sweet smell to the person. Then he is called Suchihi. Now look at the word Suchihi in Yamunacharya's Stotraratnam. Ramanacharya himself called himself as Asuchihi. That means he is interested in all material things of the world. That meaning again, we are interested in smelling. So smelling in the sense, all the sense organs also included there. Eating by mouth and smelling by nose and hearing the songs other than Lord's Stotras. And then suppose we start enjoying them, that means we are Asuchi. We are impure. So Bhagavad Vyatirikta Vishayangalil, unconnected with the Lord, Bodhyata Gandharahitaha. A man without feeling the smell, we say even an iota of smell must not be there. A speck of interest must not be there. So Bodhyata, you say this is enjoyment, this worldly enjoyment is the right enjoyment, the best enjoyment. That means we are Asuchi. Antara Bhakyamana Ubhaya Suchi Kalavuma. The commentator doesn't leave us free. I am asking next question. Am I impure in the body or the mind or the soul? He says both. So both. Your body must be pure. At the same time, your mind must be pure. A good mind in a good body makes the person healthy. So Antara Bhakyam. Antara inner. Bhakyam is outer. So outer frame is physical frame. Antara is heart, the brain and heart working as a mind. Ubhaya Suchi Kaloma. Both purity is intended here. வம்சத்திலே பிறந்து அசுபாஸ்பதம் என்ன கடவீரோ? Then he is asking, God is asking him. Lord Sriman Narayana is asking Yamunacharya, can you call yourself Asuchihi? Can you call yourself you are an inauspicious man? Suppose I say I am an inauspicious man. I am the storehouse of all inauspiciousness. Amangala Vigraha. Suppose I say, Aham Amangala Vigraha. Can you do it? Can you afford to do it? Because you are born in a good family, you are also a good person. Then how dare you call yourself that you are a bad man? Yuktanam. And therefore he says, Suchinam Yuktanam. Add these two words together. And no, I want to assess my quality. I want to judge my quality. I have to examine my quality. My examination is not over. My assessment is not complete. I'm not a good judge, and therefore I'm not able to say that I am a good person. And therefore I said I am Asuchi. Now, what is my duty then? 325. I think this number is getting repeated. 325. I don't know why. Kritakrityaha pratiksham. So only one which makes us escape from this asuchi impurity is we have been blessed by God. We have done our duty. Kritakrityaha. They have done the duty done. Already our duty is done. So can we say that? We can't say that also. Can I say that I have completed the duty in my life? We say practically, I have been earning some money. My children are now settled, and then I have no encumbrances. I have no commitments. I am ready for moksha. Suppose they say. Again, we cannot firmly say that I am doing my duty properly daily and I am doing service to the Lord and so on. Generally, this is a principle. So what is the principle? The people who have done the duty, not who have feeling that they have done the duty. Those who have done the duty expect pratikshante. Now again the question is, can we expect something from the Lord? No, we expect to be of service to the Lord. That's all. Pratikshante means expect, present tense. They are ambitious. Kritakrityaha pratikshante. The fortunate people, when we say fortunate people who have done their duty completely, expect, that means wait for, they wait. Pratiksha is wait. They wait for Yangira. That to go to next one. So we remember the first word in 62nd verse of Yamunacharya's Stotraratnam, Amaryada. Amaryada. So let us not look at it now negative. என்கிறபடியே நித்திய யோகத்தில் ஆகாங்ஷமானராய் இருக்கும் அவர்கள். So who are the people who are ambitious? Who are the people who are ambitious? People who have done their duty. Why are they ambitious? On what object, aim they are ambitious? They want to be ever associated with the Lord, Nitya Yoga. And again, Akankshamanara Irukamavar, meaning expecting this Nitya Yoga, expecting the unity of the Lord with the individual soul. We are ambitious. You can also say we are greedy over the unity between the Lord and the individual soul. Again, based on the service. It's only called service. So we go to back to the page where Survivimenti quotation has been taken, 875.
திகழுந்தன் திருவருள் செய்துலகத்தார் புகழும் புகழ் தானது காட்டித் தந்து எண்ணில் திகழும் மணிக்குன்றம் ஒன்றே ஒத்து நின்றான் புகழும் புகழ் மற்றெனக்குமோர் பொருளே. திகழும் தன் திருள் செய்து மிகப் பொலிகின்ற தன் திருவுருளைப் பண்ணி உலகத்தார் புகழும் புகழ் அதுதான் காட்டித் தந்து லோகத்தார் அது கண்டு புகழ்கிற அப்புகழையும் பிரபலப்படுத்தி என்னுள் திகழும் மணிக்குன்றம் என்னுள்ளே விளங்கர நின்றதொரு மாணிக்க மலையோ நின்றான், மலை போல் நின்றான். எனக்கு மற்ற புகழும் புகழ் ஒரு பொருளே. எனக்கு இந்நிலை ஒழிய வேறு விதமாக அவனை புகழ்வதும் ஒரு பொருளோ.
English.
The radiant Lord is praised by all the worlds like a radiant mountain gem. He came and stood in my heart. Does anything else matter now?
Thank you, Swamiji. You have the second quarter is quotation, rather the first part also. செய்துலகத்தார் திருவருள் திகழும் தன் சிறு திருவருள் செய்துலகத்தார் புகழும் புகழ்தானது காட்டித்தன். So I told you, my fame is known to all because blessing is copiously given. திகழும் தன் திருவருள். So Lord shows to others that He has blessed particular individual, rather Nammalvar here. And after having blessed the Alvar, Ulahattar Puhar, the whole world praises you. Then that fame has been made popular by the Lord Himself. Tanadu Kartitan. Now we are referring to the Alvar, Nammalvar is referring to a Kshetram near Tanjavur, and it is called Maamanikundam. It's what you call double Tirupati, Rattai Tirupati. You have two temples very nearby, very close, and one of them is called Manikundam. And the Lord is also a Divya Kshetram out of the 108. And of course, Lammalvar has not gone there, but worships the Lord. So, Puharum Puhal Matrenakku more Purul. Now, he doesn't feel that that fame is very important, but the blessing is very important. That's what he is. Puharum Puhal, the whole world praises Nammalvar. He is not interested in hearing the, what you call, encomia from the world, but he thinks that most important is blessing of the Lord. Tigalum Tan Thiruval. That's why I put it in the first part expression. Tigalum Tan Thiruval. My blessing is more prominent than my fame. Blessing from the Lord.
स्वादयन्निह सर्वेषाम् त्रय्यन्तार्थम् सुदुर्ग्रहम् स्तोत्रयामास योगीन्द्रः तम् वन्दे यामुनाह्वयम् नमो नमो यामुनाय यामुनाय नमो नमः नमो नमो यामुनाय यामुनाय नमो नमः यत्पदाम्भोरुहध्यान विध्वस्ताशेषकल्मषः वस्तुतामुपयातोऽहम् यामुनेयम् नमामि तम्
Srimad Krishna Samattvaya Namo Yamuna Sunave Yat Kataksha Ekalakshanam Sulabha Sridharaha Sada Namaha Yamuna Pada Abja Venubhihi Pavita Atmane Vidita Akhila Vedyaya Gurave Vidita Atmane
कवितार्किकसिंहाय कल्याणगुणशालिने श्रीमते वेङ्कटेशाय वेदान्तगुरवे नमः।